Here is a question we need to rethink together. What should be the role of money and market in our societies? Today, there are very few things that money can buy. If you're sentenced to a jail term in the San Bar, California, you should know that if you don't like the standard accommodation, you can buy a prison cell upgrade. It's true. For how much do you think? What would you guess? $500 is not the risk garden, it's a jail. $82 a night. $82 a night. If you go to an amusement park, you don't want to stand in a long line for the popular rides. There is now a solution. In many theme parks, you can pay extra to jump to the head of the line. They call them fast track or VIP tickets. And this isn't only happening in amusement park. In Washington, D.C., long lines, queues sometimes formed for important congressional hearings. Now, some people don't like to wait in long queues, maybe overnight, even in the rain. So now, for lobbyists and others who are very keen on attendees who don't like to wait, companies, like standing companies, you can go to them. You can pay them a certain amount of money. They hire homeless people and others who need a job to stand waiting in the lines for as long as it takes. And the lobbyist, just before hearing begin, can take his or her place at the head of the line and sits in the front of the room. Pays line standing is happening. The recourse to market mechanism and market thinking and market solutions. In bigger arena, take the way we find our world. Did you know that in Iraq and Afghanistan, there were more private military contractions on the ground than there was US military troops? Now, this isn't because we have a public debate about whether we wanted to outsource war to private company, but this is what happened. Over the past 3 decades, we have lived through a quiet revolution. We drifted almost out without realizing it, from having a market economy to becoming market societies. The difference is the market economy is a tool, a valuable and effective tool for organizing product activities. And the market society is the place where almost everything is up for sale. It's a wave of life in which market thinking and market value begin to dominate every aspect of life. Personal relation, family life, health, education, politics, law, civic life. Now, why worry? Why worry about becoming market societies? For 2 reasons, I think. One of them had to do with inequality. More things money can buy, the more affluence or the lack of it matters. It's the only things that money determines. Was access to yacht or fancy vacation or BMWs, then inequality wouldn't matter very much. But when money comes increasingly to govern access to the essential of the good life, decent health care, access to best education, political voice, and influence in campaigns. When money comes to govern over those things, inequality matters a great deal, and so the marketizations of everything sharpen the sting of inequality and the social civic consequence. That's one reason to worry. There's a second reason.